think at 5 years old, my parents put me in drum lessons. For my entire growing up as a child, I always wanted to be doing music live. When I was 14 was the first time I ever saw that there was a way to make music on a computer. And that changed everything for me. My name is Jordan Atkins-Loria. I produce under the name and I DJ under the name Lucky Date. I was a freshman in high school and my parents told me about this program called Youth Radio in Berkeley, California. But that's where I found out about producing music, and that's when I got really excited about it. They were teaching Reason and I fell in love with it immediately. And that's when I just sat down and I said, okay, screw making songs for a while, I'm gonna learn how to make a synth. What knobs to turn to make the sound that I want. So basically in a lot of electronic music these days, especially electro, you'll hear these bass lines or synths, which is just a really slow increase of pitch. It doesn't sound quite like a pitch bend, it sounds more like something slowly starting off. I'll show you a little bit of what I mean by that. Once the bass kicks in, you'll hear it slowly rising up, and at the very end it's gonna jot down 24. Now, as far as the synth goes, to get that like motorcycle-y sawtooth sound, basically what this synth is it's a square and a sawtooth. Very simple, that's all it really is. And then I have a vocoder on it. I put the vocoder in equalization mode, not in vocoder mode. And I take the shift and I shift it 3/4 of the way right, but I don't touch the EQs, and all that does is it adds a slight crispiness to it. And a lot of people say touching that shift, if you don't touch the EQs, won't do anything, but it really does. I don't know why it does, but if you use that shift, you get a crispier sound. So this is without the vocoder. This is with it. It adds a lot, yet I'm not touching the EQs at all. I put it on dirty synths, I put it on progressive synths, I put it on a lot of synths. It's a cool thing to throw on. Something like that pitch rising thing, I wasn't doing that till 8 months ago, so I'm learning new things every day. I know everybody says that about the profession, but I'm literally learning something cool and new in Reason every single day. I love Thor. It used to be Subtractor and Maelstrom before Thor was out there. As soon as Thor came out, I haven't left Thor. It's definitely the hardest synth to learn in Reason, but it's the most rewarding once you figure out everything it can do.
Oh, baby.
Once you learn all those synths inside out, it's just unbeatable. Yeah, this one. People want to know how you get the pitch bend to go up and then go down, but then keep rising up. And so like, how do you automate those pitch bends? Because you can't, if you're getting something that rises and then pitch bends down, but when it comes back up, it's where the pitch should keep rising up. It's like it has 2 different pitch controls on it. And I'll show you a cool way to do that, which is really simple. It's one oscillator sawtooth. Have the resonance a bit up, the frequency all the way up on a low-pass ladder filter. To get it to rise and pitch at the same time, what I did was I routed the mod envelope to the oscillator. So you go to your mod envelope, and I brought the amount to 44, and then I routed it to the oscillator 1 pitch, and I took the attack, and I have it all the way up. So what that means is it's gonna take the pitch from the synth, and it's gonna have it slowly rising all the way up. If I had it on 100, it would go pitch even higher, but 44 makes it rise. It stops at 44, and the pitch is going up, 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 up. And once I start a new note again, it goes right back to going up, 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 up. So now if you automate the pitch at the same time, if you affect this pitch, it doesn't affect that rise. So you have a synth rising through this mod envelope. It's going up, and then I'll pitch it down. And then once I release it back up, it's going to keep rising on here, and then I'll pitch it down again, and it's going to keep rising up here. So it ends up sounding like this. And you can watch it. So now if you watch me take that attack away, it's just going to be flat note. which is a cool way to create tension. It's really, really easy to feel like it's impossible for anyone to hear your music. It seems impossible, and it's very possible, and I would emphasize that, like, if you really are passionate about it and enjoy it, keep doing it, because all it takes is one track. There's nothing better than making music and DJing for a living. I kind of just play around with things till they sound right. I don't know much about what I'm actually doing. I'm kind of just faking it most of the time.